The music was loud. The lights were bright. And hundreds of wealthy guests were enjoying the most expensive pool party of the summer. At the center of it all was Emma, a young waitress working a double shift. She moved carefully between tables, carrying trays of champagne and expensive appetizers. She wasn't there to have fun. She was there to earn enough money to help her mother pay the rent. Then, one of the guests deliberately bumped into her. A glass fell from Emma's tray. Crash. Everyone turned. The wealthy woman who had bumped her immediately shouted, "Are you serious? Do you know how much that glass costs?" Emma lowered her head. "I'm sorry, ma'am. It was an accident." The woman laughed. Of course it was. Her friends started laughing too. Then one of them whispered, "She probably can't even afford the shoes she's wearing." Emma tried to walk away. But suddenly, someone grabbed her from behind. Splash! Emma was thrown straight into the swimming pool. Her tray flew across the deck. The guests burst into laughter. Someone even started recording on their phone. Emma came back to the surface, completely soaked and humiliated. She looked around. Not one person helped her. Then a deep voice suddenly cut through the laughter. "That's enough." The entire party went silent. Everyone turned toward the entrance. A sharply dressed man was walking toward the pool. His name was Daniel Carter. A self-made millionaire and the owner of several luxury hotels. He wasn't supposed to be at the party. But he had arrived unexpectedly to meet the hotel's management. Daniel looked at Emma. Then he looked at the people laughing. Finally, he asked, "Who pushed her?" Nobody answered. The woman who had started the whole thing smiled nervously. "Mr. Carter, it was just a joke." Daniel's expression didn't change. "A joke?" He pointed toward Emma. "She's standing there humiliated while you're laughing." Then he turned toward the hotel manager. "Fire whoever allowed this to happen." The manager froze. "Sir?" Daniel continued. "And cancel the VIP privileges of everyone involved." The laughter disappeared instantly. The wealthy guest suddenly realized something terrifying. This wasn't just another millionaire attending their party. He owned the hotel. The woman who had pushed Emma stepped forward. "Please, Mr. Carter. I didn't know who you were." Daniel looked at her calmly. "That's exactly the problem." He walked over to Emma and offered his hand. "You didn't know who I was, but you also didn't care who she was." Emma hesitated before taking his hand. Daniel helped her out of the pool. Then he noticed the small name tag still attached to her uniform. "Emma." She nodded. "Yes, sir." Daniel smiled. "You were treated badly tonight. But tomorrow, I want you in my office." Emma looked confused. "Why?" Daniel replied. "Because I just watched someone with more character than everyone at this party combined." The next morning, Emma walked into Daniel's office. She expected another waitressing job. Instead, Daniel offered her a position managing guest relations at one of his hotels. The salary was more than 3 times what she had been earning. Emma couldn't believe it. "But why me?" Daniel smiled. "Because when everyone else was laughing at you, you still apologized for an accident you didn't even cause." Emma's eyes filled with tears. And the people who had humiliated her? They never forgot that night. Because sometimes, the person everyone thinks is powerless is standing only one opportunity away from changing their entire life. And sometimes, karma doesn't arrive with revenge. Sometimes, it arrives with an opportunity.